Let's go. Puerto Rican on the block, call the J. Go. Just cheeky on the clock like it's payroll. Ruler clip, look like hey, little Puerto Rican on the block, holla J-Lo.
What's good, what's good? It's Tatiana, TYSF, Queen of the Skull. You already know how we coming. And we got the one and only, the legendary, true to the game, been in it for a long time. Could go back to the 2000s, stop playing with him. The one and only, he flood the city, not just his section, YungLott.
Man, what's up with my sis, man? TY, what's going on?
I'm so happy to have you today. Thank you for making the time.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of course.
I'm here.
Yesterday was the perfect time to lock that. So I'm super excited. We're going to talk about yesterday as well as we go, but I want to kind of just talk about you and focus on you. Right now, you go by YungLott. You've done a lot for not just the city, but the community as one. You're a really big representation for Hunters Point and just the Bayview in general. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about like how YungLott came about. I know, back then, as I'm looking and from what I remember and just doing my research as well, it didn't start with, but Cupcakes and Cartier was a big thing. That was in 2011. You had Flood Trilogy. You had a lot going on. You have a lot going on. And How to Survive is the most like recent poppin' cool thing. You reenacted some things, but let's just go back to where it started for you and music. Like, why music?
Well, music definitely was an outlet for me. First and foremost, like it's big for expression. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up in the era that I came up in, like it was just an outlet. It was a getaway. You know what I'm saying? A stress reliever. So like otherwise other people was doing, you feel me, basketball and football and shit like that. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, shit like, you feel me, shit like that in the hood. It was just music. I came up in a house full of music. My mama loved music. She played all types of genres of music. Pops, you feel me, loved the Whispers, all the oldies and stuff like that. Right. And then my uncles was one of the members of the Whispers. You feel me? Rest in peace, Grady Wilkes, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just come from a long line of history of music. And I told my mama when I was 4, you feel me, I wanted to do music. So, like, if you go back and you do your homework, a lot ain't lying, man. You feel me? I've been telling y'all that same story for plenty of years, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so, I mean, how I started in music, it was just, from my mother and my father. And then moving along, I just started writing a lot of poetry. Like as I got older in school, like, you feel me, I used to go to Visitation Valley Middle School.
Oh, I taught there.
So, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So I used to do poetry. Shout out my brother, Edgar Diaz. You feel me? They call him Hook. He from Sunnydale. So, man, me and Hook, we was two bad young niggas, you feel me, in school. But our teacher, Ms. Holmes, used to let us, she was like, instead of y'all doing what the rest of the class is doing, she kind of like sat us to the side and let us do special shit because we was two special young niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like we used to write poetry and then we had to go present it to other classes. You know what I'm saying? Like we might have to go present it to the math class. And me and that nigga got a kick out of that shit because we used to write poems to the females. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Going to the different classes shit. But yeah, man, like music just always been in me. It's always been a fun thing to do. I started taking it serious when I got like 12 years old. I was rocking with my brother, you feel me, and my cousin Tut, you feel me, we formed a group. It was called Player Haters Enemy. You feel me? That's what the PHE stand for on my right arm, you feel me, my forearm. Player Haters Enemy. We was young niggas just moving around Hunters Point. And I mean, I started in Fillmore. I was born in Fillmore. And then, you feel me, I moved to Hunters Point. You feel me?
That's so crazy to think about because you get a lot of love in the city in general.
Right.
But a lot of, the Bayview is a African-American community as well as the Fillmore. Right, and it's just dope whether it's the Fillmore or the Hunters Point. You are literally a vital component to the African-American community and like a representation of somebody who's, successful with trials and tribulations, successul. Yep. So that's super dope.
I say I got the best of both worlds. And then, like Sunnydale is like a second home to me too, Shout out my cousin Kim. So, I mean, I got love, man, all around the city.
Right, you from the city.
Yeah, real life, you feel me? But, when they know Lott and when Lott speaking, they know Lott from Hunters Point because that's really where I got my name from. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my family, all that, Fillmore, Sunnydale, all around the city, though, like you said.
Right.
But, Hunters Point, my stomping grounds. That's where Lott was made at.
And it's super cool to hear that, like, the music's been in you, not just on you for, like, because there's a lot of us I could relate a lot. Actually, a lot of the stuff you said I could relate. I feel like oh damn, he the male version of me, because a lot of it is like, people as you grow up, you find hobbies and passions, but it's different. And not taking away from people who find it as a hobby or something, it grows onto them. Right. But when it's in you and it's a vision and a dream that you see since a jit, it just hit different. Right. Everything and every trial and tribulation.
Speaking that real shit.
Yeah.
Like I pay attention to you. I've been saying that. I've been telling people, I'm like, she dope.
Thank you.
She raw. Like, you feel me? Like, even when you spit at that, what was it? I think that was when the first time I ever seen you perform.
When is the first time you ever seen me? I don't even know.
Damn, I want to say, well, I don't want to get the line, but you feel me? Like, I know I seen you perform at the history. What was the history?
Yeah, that's the first time I was like, okay, Lott's looking at me. I'm looking at Lott. He's here.
You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
that's the first time
I came up and I came up. You feel me? And I dapped you up. Yeah, you feel me? I think that was I want to say that might have been the first time, but I think I seen you before perform. You feel me? Somewhere else. I just can't recall.
Right. I used to open up a lot.
But yeah, I always been checking you out too though on your, when you post shit on Instagram and shit like that. I was like, she dope. And I used to be telling my sister, So Vicious, I'm like, y'all hard.
Yeah, I love Vicious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so you always been spoke about, like, you never know who looking. You know what I'm saying? You never know who paying attention. You feel me? Just got to stay pushing and stay grinding. You feel me? And somebody will be paying attention.
For sure. And a lot of people notice you for sure. I wanted to kind of talk about, I want to talk about a lot about the old school stuff, because you were in an era where it was like, the hyphy movement was going on. Mm-hmm. They had the jabos out. It was a good time. Everything was out the trunk. Right. You really, we were talking about this yesterday. People were actually, and you still believe in this, putting posters, giving flyers, promoting yourself. The way you said you send it to Fig all the way in Atlanta, these things, people think that to be promoted in different cities and in countries and states, all you need to know is know a motherfucker over there and send it to them. You don't need to pay a big company to go street team for you. You don't got to do all that. You still stick to that. How do you, to this day, still stick to that with the evolution of everything being so social media? What keeps you true to doing the trunk work?
It's just the recipe. That's the cloth I'm cut from. You know what I'm saying? I came up in that era where you had to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't stand the internet, but it's just a tool that we have to use, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, same thing like with the street shit, like, like the flyers was my tool, you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing bigger than getting in somebody's face and telling them who you is so they can really know who you are. See, nowadays, motherfucker could tell you anything and you gonna believe it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they showing on the internet, you know what I'm saying? But really, you gonna see dude do the cornball, they weird, or she really ain't popping like that, you feel me? Like, house is dirty than a motherfucker. You don't know the girl from the can of paint, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, them days I loved, you know what I'm saying? I loved those days because you had to really grind. You had to really show who you was, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, you had to show up to blow up. Like, you feel me? You had to pay homage. It was a lot of people that came before motherfuckers. And like, that's why I always give it up to the RBL posses, to the GLPs and all that, because I came up under them, even the Keek, the Sneaks, and the Yuck Mouths. Everybody know me because I was a young nigga that was outside. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, man, how I get on? Like, I'm the young nigga. I'm trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like my little cousin Troy Hennessy, he trying to get on, but you got to stay in their face. You feel me? Right. Real life. That's just what it is. Stay in their face, and then you going to make your case. Got you.
Did you ever, coming up, did you ever feel pushback from the hip-hop community or the rap game as you were coming up as a young person? And how did you navigate around that for all the people that are trying to,
Yeah, you going to always get your haters, but like they say, man, like, you ain't shit without haters. I mean, but I learned that. You feel me? Like, I learned that. Like it's easy to say that shit now, but going through that, it's not, you don't feel that. You feel me? Like, you be like, oh, why motherfuckers hate
why?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas on some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just the adversity that you got to go through. You feel me? Life ain't going to just come handy. It ain't going to hand you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to work for this shit. Like, no matter what, if you don't go to work, you don't get a paycheck.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So the work that you put in is, is what you're going to receive out of this shit. So that's why I try to put my all in it, and that's why these are my fruits of my labor. That's why I'm getting back, you feel me, the love. Right. And it's good to be here right now. You feel me? So you feel me? It's love.
With all the labor put in that YungLott has done, in what year or part of or stage in your life do you feel like YungLott was established to the point where, like, okay, I'm getting the respect, they're listening to the music, the name it's doing motion, the merch is selling. When do you feel that happened for you? Because I know for some artists it happens immediately, and like for me it happened later once I was established, once I proved myself practically.
Right.
When did it happen for you, and what age and what time was that for you?
To be honest, I really don't let others validate me. So it just, you know, like, and that's probably easier said than done too. But at the end of the day, it's like when I was younger, man, my first time that I felt like I was established was recording at K-Lou Studios.
Period. Shout out
You feel me?
K-Lou.
Where Master P
I love
recorded at.
K-Lou's.
A lot of people don't know this, but this is history. I was supposed to sign with No Limit. You feel me?
Sure.
When I was young, you feel me? Yeah, my mama, we moved to Richmond, California. And I was recording with my god brother. And just to go back to your first question, what you asked me, I was recording with my god brother, you know, rest in peace, Larico Hollis. You know, he ended up passing away. So that kind of like freezed me and his deal with signing with, you know, No Limit back then. And then our manager, you feel me, Bobby Tutwine, ended up passing away too.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You feel me? And at that time I was underage. So P wasn't doing nothing like that. You know, he wasn't messing around. So, you know, like, man, these is facts too, man. You gonna holla at K-Lou, Squirt, all that, man. Bugs Billy right there. He heard the story, man. If I'm lying, I'm flying, right, Bugs?
Right.
You feel me? But yeah, but you know, man, like I could say that's when I first felt like I was established as an artist. Because, you know, I was recording where the big boys recorded.
Right.
You know, you feel me? Like Master P, the Yuck Mouse, the E40s. You know, back then, man, Snoop, everybody in K-Lou Studios, it was just big. And I was a youngster soaking up all that game. You know what I'm saying? And all that game that I soaked up, that's what you get now. That's what you see in a lot of my music. Like,
So, I mean, you were a minor, correct, at that time?
Yeah. I was
you were a
minor.
minor. These are like things. I mean, I could just imagine like the happiness, the excitement, and like the joy of what the future. You know, looking into the future.
Right.
How did you navigate, and how did you feel like when all that transpired, and knowing that something that was so close, kind of like, you know,
Fell through.
yeah. And of course now we can see, you know,
Real life.
you feel me? But I'm saying at that time, as a young artist, there's a lot of young artists that view us. How was that for you, and how did you get through that to make it now?
To be honest, like, it kind of hurt because, you feel me, I lost somebody dearly that I love. You feel me?
Right.
That showed me how to count bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, when I was a young nigga, I didn't even know how to count bars. You know what I'm saying? I was just, like I told you, I was just writing poetry. So then when I got in the studio, I was just spitting. Like,
Right.
you know how niggas do 100 bars
Yeah,
now?
no hook.
Like, you feel me? No hook. That's
Yeah.
because probably some of them young niggas don't know how to count bars.
Gotcha.
But now it's accepted because you don't know what the fuck is hot or not
Right.
nowadays. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people try different shit, and I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But I was before my time back then. So it was just like, I was just a young nigga, man, doing my thing. And how I navigated it, you know, I just took the
Did you take a break from music? Did it affect you in any way in that aspect?
for a little minute, I want to say it slowed me down, but it didn't slow me up. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Like, you feel me? I kept moving forward. I went back to the city and started moving with my cousins, you feel me? And we ended up hooking up with my big cousin, you feel me? My blood big cousin, Godzilla, Maurice Small, and shout out my big cousin and Gerald McKinney, you feel me? And they had a label called Camp ID.
Okay.
And this was based out of Hunters Point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So back then, you know, we had the shirts, everything with the big ID prints on them, you know what I'm saying? We was running around Hunters Point, and we was the young niggas, we was the faces of that. So it kind of like got me back pumped again because I was still around family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I just lost my god brother, Larico Hollis, but I still had my little brother, Evans, I still had my cousin, Tut, and I still had the rest of my clique. You feel me?
So
PHE.
you had a support system,
Right,
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? So we was just, man, moving around the streets, and we tore the streets up. And next thing we know, you feel me, we just start dropping shit. We was performing everywhere. Like a lot of people don't know, I performed at the Opera House, the Carnivals, Juneteenths, Potrero Hill neighborhood houses, West Side, Alamany Day on the Greens, you feel me, Martin Luther King days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't have a resume and catalog like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I always express that. I always say, like, I don't think people understand how, well, to me,
Yeah.
I know nowadays everything's easy, but, like, this is a stamp of everything you've done.
Right,
And it's
right.
like, it's cool, you could go viral off of one song, but, like, what else?
Nah,
and
real
it's
talk.
deeper than just, like, I feel like it's deeper than just the people, but it's like, your blood, your soil, like, what are you going to show them? Like,
Right.
you know, you can't just show them how to build a business and tell them, no foundation. You know, it's
Not
important
right.
the foundation. So I'm glad you touched on that.
Definitely, you leaving your stamp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And leaving your mark, and that's how I look at it. The only thing I don't feel about it is the love don't like how I'm talking about this right now. It's a lot of people that know that. It's a lot of people that done seen Lott do that.
Right.
But they'll never say. You know, because we from a city where niggas not sucker free. These niggas be suckers.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm just being honest.
They'll
you
be
know
a
what I'm
witness
saying?
and like not say shit.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
What the
Like
fuck?
motherfuckers see your whole climb, and you feel me?
Yeah.
Won't say.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will be like this. Yup.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
They do.
That's,
They really be
bitch
like
nigga
that.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't feel that. You know what I'm saying? I clap for everybody.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck who you is. You from my city. You don't gotta be from my section. You feel me? You not from my section.
I agree.
But you hard. I fuck with you. It don't matter if you wasn't hard. You still repping for our city. You know what I'm
Right, I
saying?
agree.
So that's what it's about for me. You know what I'm saying? I clap for everybody.
I agree with that. I want to fast forward a little bit to How to Survive. I feel like it made noise. It was a super dope concept. How did you think about it and how did you execute it? Super, super dope.
Well, you know,
And you really look like Ice Cube.
I've been told that my whole life. You feel me? Because I do this. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, I've been the first person that ever called me that, man. Shout out Jamil Patterson, man. You feel me? From the New Community Leadership Foundation, man. I went to school with my bro. You feel me? He was a couple years older than me, but he always called me Baby Cube. So you feel me? That's how I moved on my whole life, for real, for real. But grew up on Cube music too. You know what I'm saying? So it was just always something I wanted to reenact and do. You know what I'm saying? So we came with the really my big cousin Mo. You feel me? Again, you feel me? Said, man, you need to flip a song, like, you feel me, like reflip something like the Ice Cube, like, you feel me? I was like, all right, say less. You feel me? So I came with the How to Survive. And then, you feel me, after I came with the How to Survive, flipping the Ice Cube, I was like, nigga, I'm bringing back the whole Boys in the Hood,
Yeah,
you feel me,
it was
look, you feel me? So that's where that came from, you feel me? I had moms cut the wig and, you feel me, put the wig on me.
Right.
And motherfuckers didn't even know it was a wig.
No, I didn't either. I was like, his hair lengthy.
You feel me? Like, nah, for real, I cut my shit. My shit coming back. You can't see the bald spot. You feel me? But nah, though. But yeah, man.
It was dope because, you know, nowadays samples is a big thing. You know, as an artist, you can try to be as an original as you can, as you want to be. But honestly, if the people aren't receiving it and don't want to hear something new or something original,
right.
the samples, that's why the samples is booming, because they're familiar with it, you know?
Real life.
Which was super dope to see, but not everybody samples something and sticks true to the, like, you really took me back to Ice Cube. You really took me back, the way you were spilling, the way you were delivering.
Yeah.
It was super dope. You didn't just take a sampled beat and started gang, 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 like, you didn't do all that. So it was super dope to see.
Feel it.
Yeah,
feel me?
you
Like,
did.
I made a lot of people feel it. Like, you know, we had about 1.5 on that record right now. 1.5 million. Shit, Scarface reached out to me, you feel me, off that record. Snoop Dogg gave me roses. Who else, man? DOC gave me roses.
That's hella dope.
Yeah, like shit. A lot of big names gave me. I can't remember offhand, like, you feel me, but man, just to get acknowledged by, you feel me, them big dudes, like, you feel me, that was love. You know what I'm saying? Even Ice Cube and even told Tut, you feel me, like, the song was dope. So you feel me, just to not hear him say it, but see him say it,
Right.
was dope. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
How'd the remix come about and getting 40? Have you been knowing 40?
Yeah, man. I've been
that's
knowing
dope.
40 for a long time, but I can't say I got 40 to do this for me off the strength of me. It was my cousin T Animal, you feel me, from the Desperados. Shout out with cousin T Animal, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, me and Black C, long line history,
Right.
you know, that's Big Bro, you feel me, Hunters Point. Mitchie Slick, my San Diego people, man. Mitchie Slick, you know, a lot of people don't know, you know, Mitchie Slick is like from Hunters Point.
Oh, for real?
Nah, he ain't from Hunters Point, but,
he
from
there.
the Point. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? But he Lincoln, you feel me? He Lincoln, San Diego. You know, it's love. You feel me? Shout out to my Lincoln niggas, man. And then West Coast Stone, you feel me? And the Mechanics. That's how I hooked up with West Coast Stone, doing the talk box. You know, doing the singing, you feel me? So that record just all came together, man. It came together, and we did our thing, you feel me? And shit, I had Glasses Malone on it too, but Glasses got sick, so you feel me? And he couldn't make the video, but he's still on the record though. So, you know, it was big though. Like, and to have niggas from LA, San Diego, Vallejo, Frisco, Oakland. You feel me? That's a big ass thing. You
That
feel me? That's
is.
the West Coast. That's West Coast California.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I'm always thinking outside the box, and I'm always trying to bring niggas together.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say you always stood out to me as somebody that is so open to features and so open to putting the plays together and putting them together even if they don't know each other, which is super dope to see because not a lot of people. For one, people charging up the ass for features. For two, sometimes they be like, don't reach out if you don't got the bag ready. So it's like, nigga, how I'm supposed to know how much you charge? So it's a lot, but you just do it in such a like copacetic, smooth way. It's like nice to see.
But you want to know something? Even if they do turn you down or turn you away like that, still get on their nerves.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah, I do.
Real life, because at the end of the day, one day either they gonna break man or fold. You feel me? Or they gonna be like, or they gonna stay firm. But at the end of the day, they gotta remember what goes up comes down. Yeah. And you gotta remember how you treat motherfuckers when you up there. You feel me?
I agree. I was just telling Mike, my engineer, because I did maybe when I was like 14 going on 15, I did a Bay Area Compass interview, and I just found it, and I said something like, he was like, well, how do you do it with rejection from people in the Bay that are already established? And I told him, I've never took that shit personal, because I know at a point they're going to see me, and they're going to be like, damn, this little bitch was right here, and now she right here. Let me just give her that feature she asked for. Whether it's because now I'm booming, I don't give a fuck. You gave me the feature. That's your character, not mine, and it's cool.
And it don't even be like that, though. It just, sometimes, like I said, you never know who watching.
Right.
And sometimes people, you know, you gotta remember, people that's established already and been doing this shit for years. See, a lot of people don't think of it as this because, you know, you just now in it and you starting your shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you expecting everybody to be fucking with you. Right. But at the end of the day, you gotta remember the milestones that all the rest of them artists have to go through. You feel me? Of people not fucking with them. Right. So it's not that they don't fuck with you. It's just like they might want to see you work more, a little bit more work out of you. And that's what I had to learn too. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to get my feelings torn. I'm like, damn, bro, my niggas ain't fucking with me. My niggas ain't showing nigga no love. I done made BT, MTV. You feel me? I'm talked about, nigga. I'm with the road, nigga. I'm at the BT, red carpet, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I had a deal with Primetime Click, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the ones who gonna reach out is gonna be the ones who gonna reach out, and then the ones who don't reach out gonna eventually reach out. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, oh well, they lost. You feel me? You know, at the end of the day. But just keep progressing. That's all I can say. Keep flooding, like I say. You know what I'm saying? Forever living out your dreams.
For sure. I wanted a random thought. It just came to my mind. But did you own like a truck or a van that said Flood Game all over it?
Yeah, yep.
Let's speak a little bit about that because that was dope. You were like one of the people that had a moving. Not too many people had like a moving advertised vehicle, like promoting themselves like that in the Bay, unless you were a food vendor or something.
Right. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. So your era, probably not too many because y'all ain't come for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I can be an inspiration. Like now it look like I did it first, but I didn't.
But you did.
And I won't be the last.
Right.
You feel me? But I'm just saying, like, that's dope that you recognized it. You feel me? And somebody of your stature, and then. But I seen, you know, I used to drive around a van, you feel me? Shout out my big bro Juice. I used to drive Juice shit around, you feel me? Through all Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother Dwayne, we used to, when he had his first, well shit, a couple of his albums, you know what I'm saying? If It Ain't Real, It Ain't Official, the Pills music, you feel me? Juice, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they all had that, like GLP had they, you know, JT and them niggas had vans wrapped and all that shit, man, you know, so that's what I came up on. And that's what I seen with my own eyes. Gotcha. And it was like, man, nigga, that's dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Master P and them niggas had vans wrapped, all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just something to do to show people like, man, this is my work. You feel me? This is my body of work, and I wanna stand out. So how do I make myself stand out? Right. You feel me? And make people buy into my brand and what I got going.
Right. And at that time you were selling, which you still have your clothing brand, right? That's what you were doing from there?
The clothing, I was doing it all. I ain't gonna lie.
I know. You were Mac of all trades.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, shit. I had the clothes, I had the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just doing it all. We still doing it. I just ain't out the van no more.
Nice. Yeah, and I saw you yesterday. Let's talk a little bit about yesterday. So yesterday we got to all link up for the 415, the main attraction music video. Yes, Gold Toes, JT the Bigger Figure, YungLott, Grando, myself. We had Telemac, we had our Black C, we had So Vicious. We had a lot of legendary people, Sean G, Black and Brown ENT. It was just a dope experience. How was that for you? Let's speak about it. How'd you feel?
Man.
You were feeling good. We were having fun.
Hey, look, you see me right now. Shit, we doing this interview right now. I was trying to like, okay, let me stay woke. I gotta get to TY. You feel me? But now though, man, last night was shit.
Shout out Hatch 86.
Definitely.
That shit was looking beautiful.
Last night was epic. I want to say that. Like first and foremost, I ain't seen this nigga JT, the bigger figure, feel himself like that in years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was just telling my dude it was a genuine, fun experience around both of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was laughing. You know, you had Filmo, you had Hunters Point, the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the big dogs in the building. You know what I'm saying? You had Gold Toes, the mission, you feel me? A mission representative. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the generation that was up under him, the ones that kind of got forgot about, I feel. Like, like me and Telly Mac and shit like that. You know, we was there, couple of other people. Then we had the younger generation, which is you feel me? So Vicious, y'all come up under me and Mac and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it just was dope, man, having everybody there and being a part of it. Grando, you feel me, there, the Smack Sensei.
That was my first red camera experience. Have you been able to... That shit was different. I've never got to.
What they say, I'm a repeat offender with Hatch 86, man, films, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I done shot a lot of visuals.
It was tiring. It's different.
Hey, so how to survive?
Got you. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. It's a different experience. I felt like I was working. Like, I felt like I was at work.
Real life. You feel me? Made you look like Gabrielle Union. I'm Denzel
I was
Washington
like,
out
what
there. You
the
feel
fuck?
me? Because you feel me? Like, hey, like on some real shit. When you see how that shit look, way different. You know what I'm saying? It puts you there.
Yeah, and it made me open because I reached out to Hatch. It was so funny. We had a moment. He was all like, have you reached out to me before? And I'm like, yes. He's like, did I leave you on red? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I told you I'll reach out when I raise the money. I was like, because these things cost.
Hey, Hatch,
and I didn't
pricey,
understand.
Nigga.
Right.
Pricey.
And I didn't understand why. Honestly, I didn't understand why. But I'm not going to lie. Yes. He's worth it. He's professional. The cameras are amazing. And not only that, they were building shit. They were building shit. Yeah. And Gotos asked them, nobody has used this set before, right? And he said, no, I just built the shit right now from scratch. Yeah. So I was like, this takes a lot of work. It's not. Yeah. So it made sense to me once, two and two together. Yeah. But I had super fun. I'm very excited for the video to come together. Me too. I know they're going to catch more footage in Carnival, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, they was thinking about it. Me and Toes was talking about it, matter of fact, a little bit today. You feel me? We was talking about, like, man, he was like, you think we should shoot some more at the 415 day? I was like, hell yeah, put it in there. I mean, he was like, but I said, check out the footage you got now, shit, because that shit dope.
It was dope. We got a lot of dope
shit,
too.
Saying? But, you want to add more faces in it just because, like, 415 is bigger than just us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying, to get back to that point where you want everybody to be at that shit. Right, you know what I'm saying? Or in it.
And I also saw you. You were like directing as well. You had some ideas up in there. You were like, no, you got it. Is that something like that you look forward to in the future? Have you directed some of your own stuff, and where are you with it right now?
To be honest, TY, I direct all my shit. Period. Like, be honest, like they just don't put my name on it, and that's cool. I told Hatch too. I said you're gonna start putting co-directed by Lott. Right. You feel me? Because I do a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the ski skirt, the one, you feel me? Hatch shot that. But that was me who got the hollered at my brother. You feel me? Shout out Dominic Lopez and Stockton 99 Speedway. But a lot of that shit be my treatment. I come up with it. You feel me? And I tell them what I want shot and how I want it done. You know what I'm saying? I always been big with my visuals. That's what separate me from a lot of artists in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell niggas how to shoot my shit. You know, I'm like you got La Russell right now. La Russell kind of remind me of myself. You feel me? He do things different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I'm a big visionary. Like, I'm big on my visions. Like, every time I do a video or something, motherfuckers be like, damn, bro, your shit look like a movie. Yeah, that's how I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And I want when you see my shit, I want that to be like, your eyes be like, damn, bro, like, oh, that nigga raw. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like to create a music video that has a movie concept, do you feel like it takes a large budget, or and how do you work around that for people that are upcoming artists?
I didn't deal with a lot of shooters, and I'm just talking about, like, shooters with the videography.
I was like, damn, this nigga done with gangsters and shit.
Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But like I didn't deal with everybody from small budget to big budget. You know what I'm saying? I didn't shot shit with $500 videos to $18,000 videos. You know
Always
what I'm
a
saying?
movie.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And every time I done something, it's always been a movie because, like I said, it's my vision. You know what I'm saying? I could take a nigga that's got a $1,000 camera, and as long as I tell him my vision and he execute it, it's just really on editing. You know what I'm saying? Like something what Fig was saying, like, you know, don't matter what you shoot the shit on, as long as it's crispy and your editor game is off the hook, you feel me? That shit gonna look dope. You know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
not put my phone down since that motherfucker.
Look,
since that motherfucker gave me that game.
Hey,
and I already
life.
dropped something. I'm like, I see what he was talking about. Once I edited it and put it together and documented it, it was 8 minutes worth of footage from the whole night. But I see what he was talking about. That's like legendary. Now that I put it on YouTube, I'm like, bro, this is something that's there forever.
And look what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like this big right here. Like,
thank you.
This is gonna get your name buzzing harder than anything else that you do. Watch.
I know. Tell me why. I be talking to him and be like, why? I've been doing music for almost 15 years now. I'm like, and this shit has got me more recognition. And
this
people.
This gonna make you a personality. This the type of shit you'll get a call from the radio, and they'll be like, hey, TY, we need you to come be a radio personality.
Right.
Now it's gonna be up to you if you want to do that, and you want to leave your shit behind, or you want to go work for somebody.
Right.
Which you don't want to go work for nobody.
Right
You
now.
want to stay independent and do your own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like this is big right here. Like I respect this. You feel me? I'm coming. You feel me? Like I got to do something else too. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I'll be there supporting.
Nah, real life.
What do you have coming up next? What's up with you?
We got a lot of big shit coming up, TY. We got the Forever Living Out Our Dream project. Shout out to the San Francisco Arts Commission.
Is that what you showed me? A little bit of it?
Yeah.
Yes, please talk about that because I love the concept and how once you told me like you got to keep it clean, I'm like, okay, this is going to be really cool. This is going to be for the people.
Get you out your comfort zone.
Yes, and it's going to be for all age ranges, which is super dope.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, how that come about and what made you,
Most definitely. So yeah, shout out to the San Francisco Arts Commission, DKI, and the New Leadership Community Foundation. You know what I'm saying? They gave me an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Well, they gave a bunch of people an opportunity. I was just one of those people to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? A couple of people, like I said, Jamil Patterson, Majid Crawford, Kim Caldwell, hollered at me because, you know, they've been seeing me in the community. Like, you know, you've been seeing me, and they was just like, man, like, won't you go for a grant? Like, won't you do something? I didn't know how to write no grant. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga from the streets. I don't know how to, you know, write up no grant or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I had to take time to sit down and give somebody my vision again. Right. You know, and they helped me out. They helped me write out the grant. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Don't never feel like you can't do it. You could do anything you put your mind to. You feel me? All you got to do is just sit down with some real ones and get it done. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I did that like in December, wrote up the grant, and there was a bunch of other entries, you know, other people that tried to get the grant too. You know, they only picked, I want to say about 20 people. You feel me? Like, you know, I'm not going to give out the dollar amount, but at the end of the day, like, you know, 20 people got the grant. Good. And I was one of them.
So this is from the city, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
That's super dope.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? So I was fortunate to be one of them, you know, that they selected. Matter of fact, I got told 4 days after my birthday, you feel me? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was really big. And then the top of the year, we started to work, you know, and that's what we doing now. It's going to be a 10 or 13 song project. I got about, like, I want to say 10 or 15 transitional youth people that, you know, I handpicked, you know, out of the communities that I felt like, you know, is dope to me, you know, and not just dope to me, but just feel like I needed a shot, need to be heard. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we've been putting it together, man. We got Marco, Ugly Marco, you feel me, one of the producers, Mark Cush, one of the producers, Jonathan Moe, one of the producers, Bugs Bentley, one of the producers. And we got some heavy features, you feel me, heavy features that's gonna be on this project. It's gonna be a big record release party July 19th, you know, in San Francisco. I'm not gonna give y'all the date, but y'all stay tuned. You feel me? TY probably tell y'all because she on the album. Yeah, already know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, man, we just got a lot of stuff coming, and I'm still working on the movie right now, the How to Survive movie, and myself. So, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I'll be acting. Don't play with me. I'll be acting.
Hey, you in it.
Playing with me.
Say less. Say less.
Yeah, it really stood out to me when you showed me yesterday the track, and then when you told me it was like grant related. I have a lot of background working in schools. I got to work at Visitation Valley, start a music program. I got to work at Paul Revere. Got to be at Downtown High School, Sunset Youth Services in the Avenue. Shout out to you guys. Many opportunities there for youth. Up to age, honestly, I believe 24. If you guys want to find a place that's where you can just chill, cook, eat, have fun, meet other artists, it's a great place. And it really, I was really happy to hear that because I can remember being young and just when people would make these moves and compilations and I would be included, I felt like I was getting my moment, my shot.
Right,
and like
right,
I was
right.
getting, so like I know the impact this is going to make for those artists.
Right.
That having got an opportunity from somebody that they feel like is, you know, a little higher up than them.
Right.
It is a big accomplishment as a upcoming artist. So I'm really proud of you and happy that you're given this
Thank you. I
opportunity
appreciate
to,
that.
you know, a lot of
Appreciate
people that might not get it.
That's the love that I'm looking for right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not looking for it, but that's what make me feel good. Like, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like I've been doing this shit for a long time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And just it's always been about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I always been about me,
Right.
but it's always been about me because I was just so focused on getting better and better in my craft. But you only good as the people around you and the people that you involve with you got, you know, what you got going. Just like you got this setup, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody that's making you look good and sound good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shout out
somebody
Mike BQM.
you know what I'm saying? It's people behind the camera, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't just me and you, you know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, I want to help somebody like I was helped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because a lot of people helped me, you know, my big cousin Mo, my cousin G, my cousin Kim, you feel me? Like, it was fair game, you feel me? It was Camp ID. It was a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I've been doing this shit for so long. That's why I'm saying, like, my little cousin K.E. and all that, that's my little cousins, like Lil Yada and all them, like, you know, I turned Sunnydale up. You feel me? You know, like, even, and not to say they was already doing their thing over there in the rec, but, you know, like, I brought DeRoe from, you know, from Texas. You know, me and my cousin Kim brought DeRoe music from the Yeah Buddy, Rolling Like a Big Shot. We shot that video, you feel me, in Sunnydale. You know what I'm saying? So after that day, Sunnydale was, I just feel like Sunnydale just turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just, and that's just me. I don't want to say I brought the shine or, you know, the charisma over there, but
it was just a moment and it's remembered.
Like, exactly. I felt like it was a moment that sparked a lot of brains and was like, Big Brother doing it. Like, you feel me? Like, we could do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, man, that's just the love. I get off that, man, seeing my little cousin K.E. do his thing. You know, rest in peace, Lil Yates. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing them, Lil Kayla, all them, man, you know, get their flowers and be successful. I seen them grow from little kids, you know what I'm saying? And seeing them do their thing, man, that's big for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's super dope. I'm glad that you're a pivotal, you're an important component to what hip hop in the Bay Area is.
Right.
And there's a lot of us that may not have the biggest name, but we are literally an important component in the Bay Area because a lot of shit be sparked up by us and not necessarily started by us, but we re-sparked that flame.
Right.
You know?
Just like that flame was sparked in me, you know, by others that came before me. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about how you said yes to performing at the album release. I'm super excited. I got an album coming. Shout out to Mike BQM, Hella Paisa, everybody in his team. July 7th, right, Mike? July 7th? We have album release. No, should I say location or no? Yes, no, not yet. Keep it a surprise. I'm gonna keep it a surprise. You can say it's gonna be in San Francisco, California, in the Mission, El Rio. That means that you can catch any bus, any BART, any car, and you can even walk there. You could even walk there, okay? It's gonna be super dope. It's gonna be super fun. About 300 to 400 capacity. Super excited. We're gonna have los bayuncos. You already know they have tasteful food. It represents also my culture. I'm Mexican, Salvadoran, and Black, so I'm super excited just to show you guys a little bit of me.
Niggas can't wait. I can't wait for them tacos either. You feel me? Just give me the corn
you like
tortillas.
pupusas?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we finna. But yeah, Off That Fire is gonna be there as well. Super dope. Super excited. So we're gonna have Oakland in the building, San Francisco, different sections of San Francisco. And years ago, I had an album released in 2018. I haven't had an album since then. So this is super important to me, and I was just so excited to have you and also. Black Sea confirmed with me yesterday he will be another performer, and I'm just super proud to just I usually have a long lineup of artists because I like to showcase different artists when
Right.
I'm showcasing myself. But I haven't done an album in so long, and I just wanted two people that are super inspirational. Because you guys are inspirational to me deeper than music. You guys are inspiration to me as human beings and just the morals, the book you guys live by. It's just different for me, you know. And as a female, it's also very different for me because I grew up around men. I grew up around boys, brothers. So I go by a lot of, rules and characters that were applied in me. And that's what I like to see in people. And you and Black Sea have something that's just so beautiful, genuine, and for the people, which that's important to me. Like, for the people is very important because once you start doing it for just yourself, you're losing. You're already lost.
Real talk.
But how did you decide on saying yes? And
because it was
are you
TYSF.
excited? Period. You heard it here first.
That's why. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Paisa. Shout out Mikey. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, like, it's just, like I said, we come from a line of love. You know what I'm saying? We real Frisconians. You know what I'm saying? And so when you want Frisco to win, that's what you do for Frisco. You feel me? See, a lot of people can say they for Frisco, but you can't be for Frisco if you just for yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and I ain't just for my section either. You feel me? I'm for Frisco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I speak on that, that's what we represent. That's why me and Black move like that, and a lot of others move like that as well. You move like that. So that's why you getting the love and you getting the flowers that you getting now. You know what I'm saying? That's real life.
Well, I'm super excited.
I appreciate it. You feel me?
Yeah.
For just you telling me the love that you got for me. You know, that's the shit that keep a nigga going in this shit.
Yeah, for sure. And I know I should be speaking up way before because I've been a fan for a long time. I'm just a shy girl. I just do it from a distance. I show love from a distance.
Hey, this was the right time.
Yes, I was going to say that, but God has a way to always make sure. I swear to God, one day I'd be like, I want it, I vision it, and the next thing you know, I'm there. And it might take a couple years. Don't think it happens 1 month to another because I've been doing this shit for a long time been wanting to connect with certain people, and it hasn't happened till 5 years later. But it's gonna happen when the time is right.
Exactly, it's on God time.
Yeah, for sure. Saying? And you're also a very spiritual and a family man. Let's speak a little bit about that. I got to meet your son yesterday, and I also got to meet him too at the History of the Bay. Did you take him? Yep. He's always there. If your merch is there, he is there. He seems supportive of you. In your music video, he's in the background. He's gigging. He's doing his thing. How is that for you to see, like, literally your seed coming up? Is he into music? I kind of overheard him talking about sports. Is he into sports? Talk about it.
Well, he into it all, you know, just like his dad was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I played sports a lot. His uncles and stuff played sports and stuff like that. But yeah, my son, he dope. He ain't a one trick pony. You know what I'm saying? All my kids is dope. You know, like, they all musically inclined, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And they just Arthur. That's my Arthur. You feel me? My oldest. You feel me? He I did a few videos for him when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And he liked it, but as he got older, he kind of grew out of wanting to do it. He just wanted to listen to it more for motivation purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he played football, like, I ain't gonna lie, like last night when we got home, he was playing Mikey B. He was playing my gospel album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the gospel. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? My son was playing my gospel album. He said, Dad, every time before I hit the field, I play, Solid Ground, and I play Coming Straight to You. I said, wow. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first time my son ever told me that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking he listening to, SOBRB.
Right, Walk the Flock right there.
You feel me? And one up little T and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some other people that he be playing. You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, man, like, when he told me that kind of, like, hit me in the heart, too. I said, oh, nigga, you trying to make me cry or something, man. Like, you feel me? But nah, though, man, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, nigga did boo-hoo. Nigga, like, I ain't too hard for
He's like, let me double back on that look.
Yeah, nigga, I had to double back, man. I'm a real nigga, man. I dropped a few tears, like, you feel me? Because just to hear that from your son, this my little nigga that I've been, and I hate to say nigga, this my little my little prince.
Yeah. You
feel me? That grew up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like my best friend. You know what I'm saying? It's still that line where it's like, I'm dad. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I had to tell him that a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? But it's a blessing, man, just to have all my kids in my life. And I love being a father, first and foremost. I love my father.
I was about to say that. I didn't. My dad wasn't around, but I got to see your dad there, and the way that he was so supportive, and the way that you just hearing you be like, "Dad, come into my shot, come into the shoot, come into the frame." It was just so beautiful, to be honest, because it's like, see, Dad, if you would have stuck around, nigga, but it's just beautiful.
I've been through that with my father. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know, like, cause you know, me and my dad, we be rocking like you know, we inseparable. You know what I'm saying? But it was times where, you feel me? Well, I ain't gonna say it was times. It was a time
Right.
where I didn't have my father coming up either. You know what I'm saying? Like it was my mother. You feel me? I love the shit out of my mom. You feel me? Like it was a time where I felt like my father abandoned us. But at the end of the day, he didn't. My mother just told him, if you gonna be on that shit, don't come around.
Right.
So as I got older, I had to realize why he didn't come around as much. You feel me? Because he had to respect what my mother laid the law down. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, I respected it more. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't do nothing but the right thing. Like she didn't want my dad coming around us when he was on dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what that would have been teaching us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my father, like, when I went to jail, my father was there. When, you feel me, fights and niggas, I got jumped and all that shit. I had to get stitches in my eye and shit like that for fighting a bunch of niggas. My father was there. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that was real pivotal in my life, except for a couple of graduations he missed. You feel me? But he was there for the most part. That's why that's my nigga to the day he gone and to the day I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But him not being there is what made me really be involved in my kid's life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga taught me without even being there.
Right.
You feel me? Like real life. Like, because when you don't have your father coming up, either it's going to make you be a better man and show you, like, you know, and make you do more shit for your springer, or you going to do the same thing and not show up for yours. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't do that. I can't stand on that. You feel me? Like, I love mine to the death.
Yeah, and that's beautiful to hear and see. Most of all, not knowing the story that he wasn't there. I think something that a lot of my generation, I'm sure your generation, like forgiveness is such a big thing, and not only forgiveness, but forgiveness with connecting again. Because I forgave my dad, you know, but I still have to get over me being willing to reconnect, understand.
Hurt behind that shit. Yeah, that shit hurt.
Because it's like, hey, you gotta save me a lot of motherfucking, you know?
Real life. Hey, it ain't been sweet, trust me.
Yeah.
It ain't been sweet. Like, we done had full-blown arguments, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, we done been hella far somewhere, and all it takes is a little, you say the wrong shit to me, and then I blow up, all right, I'm gone, I'll see y'all in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my father. No matter what, I'm going to respect him to the day, you feel me? Like I said, to the day I'm gone, to the day he gone. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? That's still my father. And that's what niggas got to understand. Like, nigga, you here because of somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No matter if you like them or dislike them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you here. So
super important, you guys.
You gotta show respect, man, to your parents, man. You feel me? Because God will take you in your days quick, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because it is important. It's in the Bible too. It doesn't matter what your parents do. You cannot. You have to always love them and always respect them. Which, and like I said, you're a very godly person and you're very a family man, which I highly respect because you don't see a lot of it. And if people do it, they do it in private, and you do it in public, which I love it.
Man, God ain't ashamed. He wasn't ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why should I be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna praise him. You feel me? No matter where I'm at. No, if I'm doing thug activities, I'm still gonna praise him. Like you see, I just did the little food review with Grub with Mike. You feel me, on Third, right? But I can't stop what that man do. Yeah. You feel me? My eyes was closed when I was praying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna say that one day.
Real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, you know, on his ass about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the internet. The internet is undefeated. You know, I'm at the end of the day, but I can't stop what another man do. Long as I close my eyes and I pray, and that's what I'm doing, because God know the real. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say, you know, he don't have a relationship with God just because he praying shit. I mean, because he's smoking. You know, during prayer, it looked kind of disrespectful, but at the end of the day, like I said, my eyes was closed. Right. Real talk. So,
since we're on the topic of God, I heard you said a gospel album. I did not know that. That's super dope. That's something actually on my to-do list. I really want to do that, but I also feel like it's at the right time. I'm not there yet. You have to be in the right time, mind, and everything.
Yeah, it was something that brought that out, for sure.
How was that for you? What led to that? And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that the gospel market is such a big, huge lane in, like, universal. It's a huge lane, and people just don't, people just be like, oh, it's gospel. I don't do God stuff. But really, if you're going through things and you're feeling like you're getting closer to God and that's calling you, there is a lane for you. That might be your actual calling. God might be like, you've been rapping like this all your life, but this is where it's at for you at this point in time.
Most definitely.
How was that for you?
Recording that album was real deep for me at that moment. I went to Cuba and
What?
Yeah, I was in Cuba and fucking around.
You Cuban or no? You were just
Nah. I just went out there with my god brother Lazaro. You feel me? He Cuban and black.
Gotcha.
So I went out there with him. You feel me? And it was my birthday. I want to say that shit was like 4-5 years ago. It was my birthday, and I went out there doing too much. We ain't gonna say all that, but went out there doing too much, and I had a scare, man. So I came back into the States, and I just had an epiphany. I was like, all right, Lord, you feel me? Like, man, you get me through this one. You feel me? Like, man, I'm gonna break down. I gotta do it. You feel me? So I was like, I did it. I ended up doing it. 7 songs. That's what made it complete for me. You know what I'm saying? And like I just want to talk to my Savior. So that's the name of the album. Savior.
That's so crazy. You said this is 5 years old?
Or
how was the album?
Let's see right now. Hold on. I done some of my shit.
You do. You have a long catalog. That's. I was looking into it. I was like, I didn't even know what I wanted to talk about because you got so much consistent shit from 2011 to now. I'm like, that's pretty consistent.
Oh yeah, and we ain't done. We ain't done.
Just to think about when you did that album and just to hear that your son is inspired from that album and those tracks, I think that's super dope. A lot of people forget about shit.
Look, it's this right here. I don't even see the year on it. But I know it was a couple of years ago for sure. But that's...
Yep. So I'm about to slap that shit.
Mike, I was about to say, Mike, you probably know.
Yep.
You know what year I dropped that?
I think it was 2018, 2019.
Probably so. Buzz, could you look that up at Google?
It's almost 6 years. And just to hear that your son, when he go to games, it's inspiration to him. I think that's...
Nah, definitely. Yeah, that's what what you say? 2019. Okay, right on. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, what I said about like 5 years ago. Yeah. So okay, yeah, I ain't getting that old. You feel me? I still know.
Would you dip into that water again?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Oh good.
You were part of that album.
Oh good.
Like we doing that right now. Like even though the songs is no cursing and all that, but we speaking life.
Right.
And that's what I want to do as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like when you doing music, you gotta understand, you're not just rapping. You giving messages.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It don't matter what the message is, but you giving messages. You feel me? You gotta remember, like we said, no, we never know who listening. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing a lot of music, like you said. I got so many albums. You feel me? And I just been doing music after music, the secular music, you feel me? And the vibrations that I've been putting off, I feel like, okay, I done enough of telling a nigga where I'm from, telling a bitch how I want to take her for her money, telling a bitch how I want to fuck her, taking these trips and, you feel me, and busting down these bottles and busting these bands and selling crack and shooting up another nigga. And I feel like I've been doing that a lot. And not to take nothing away from it, yeah, that shit is fun. That shit was recreational, and I would take nothing back that I have done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's my life. But at the end of the day, that's not the message that I want to leave when I exit this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm about to exit right now.
Right. I was like, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just like I want to keep doing shit that's brand new to my energy.
Right.
I want to keep doing shit that's going to uplift my energy and make me want to keep doing music. You know what I'm saying? And inspiring the next brain, to do the same thing that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this album really about. And that's why I'm involving a lot of people that has not been heard a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on right now. That's just what I'm on.
And I salute you for that because with evolution comes growth. And, what I noticed about you is that you're conscious about it. Like, that's not what you want to leave. That's not what you want to do. There's those type of people who are aware. And then there's people that are like, it'll change as time passes. Right. Or it'll just come. Right. And I think people fail to realize that sometimes it don't come. Sometimes you're stuck in the same environment. And sometimes you will be stuck talking about the same stuff. It's you got to be in you. Right. You got to take that step and be like, you know what, let me try to experience different things, like you taking that trip or you seeing something different. Like I would have never known. I moved to Vegas maybe like 2 years ago now, and I was there for like 3 years. I would have never known that there was affordable rent over there with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I would have known nothing different than Alamany if I would have never took that leap of faith. And even though I'm back, I at least can say I experienced that. I know what it is to be over there.
And you can speak on that.
Yeah, and I'm even more open to, I want to go to Texas. I want to live out there for a little bit. I'll come back. I want to go to Atlanta. I want to experience it and come back.
I did that. I stayed in Texas for about 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how was that for you?
Oh, man, that was lovely. I'm going to be honest with you. Texas was, I love Texas. Like, that's probably where YungLott end up once I really get my, my check, you know what I'm saying,
that's
in my bag, you know what I'm saying. That's probably where I end up, fat crib, fat castle. I'm just gonna say castle, cause it's shitting on everything I done seen around the world.
Yeah, and shout out Gotos, cause you open. I never even thought about Texas till he showed me his home. Till he told me, look, if you wanna, you don't have to be famous. If you want to retire comfortably and feel like a queen. He's like, come to Texas. And also, a lot of Bay Area, a lot of Northern California, a lot of LA is in Texas. It's like a pop-in scene. It's super dope. So
and it's welcoming as well. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
Like, it make a nigga feel like he at home. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of cousins from down there too. So, it's just love. It's love. And back to what you were saying though, like, when you're an artist, see, because I don't never let nobody put me in a box. When you're an artist, you're gonna get check me out. You gonna do the same thing, right? You're gonna probably drop a gospel album yourself, right? I'm gonna say that right now. Don't ever let nobody put you in a box. You're an artist. Stay creative. You might throw paint on a canvas one day, and then that canvas might dry up, and you might don't have a different color paint for that canvas. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, fuck it, I'm gonna paint this white hat now. It's a white hat. Now you're going to go draw on that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a paper. You're going to do something different on that. So just like, you feel me, like chips. You get a variety pack. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not one bag of chips unless that's what you just going in the store going to go get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't never let nobody turn your faucet off of being creative. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about myself. That's what I get to my kids, and that's what I get to everybody else. Don't let nobody stop you from being creative. You know what I'm saying? Do what you love to do, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, that nigga did a gospel album. That nigga a hypocrite. Nigga, now he going back to the talking about the gangster shit." Hold on, first and foremost, nigga, I'm all of that.
Right.
You feel me? Nigga, like, God didn't make suckers, nigga. Real talk. But he made all of it. He made suckers. He made gangsters. He made it all. You feel me? So at the end of the day, like, don't never let nobody stop you from being great. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will try to throw that on you and make you feel fucked up about it. Nigga, I'm human.
Yeah.
You feel me? You human. You know what I'm saying? We're here to fuck up. You feel me? We're here to make mistakes, but we're also here to be great and learn from our mistakes. You feel me? So yeah, man, I just had to say that.
Yeah, but those were gems. Y'all better write that shit down. Sit down and write that shit down.
Man.
Yes. So before we wrap up, any last words? I always like people to leave the people with encouraging words. It could be musical, it could be personal, it could be for life. Something they could take from you.
A lot.
Everything he said.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a metaphor, speaking. But just stay pushing forward, putting your best foot forward, man. Stay focused on you, what you trying to do. Don't never let nobody tell you can't, because you can. You know what I'm saying? And stay forever living out your dreams, man. Like, that's the biggest thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Forever live out your dreams. It don't matter if you driving a bus. It don't matter if you doing hair. It don't matter if you got a daycare. You selling rocks. Nigga, it don't matter. Nigga, like, you feel me? Be the best at what you do. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's on you, what you do. You feel me? And how you move along and, make shit pop for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But just stay out of trouble. You feel me? Keep God first and keep going. For
sure. And then what's your Instagram handle?
YungLott _flood on everything. That's YungLott _FLOOD.
You heard it here. And I'm Tatiana, TYSF, Queen of the Skull. This was the Qods podcast. And we had the one and only, the legendary, the humble, the greatest, okay?
I appreciate that. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go get our motherfucking album, too.
You already know. And y'all make sure y'all pull up July 7th. We're going to be in San Francisco, California. We got YungLott. We got Black C. We got TYSF. It's going to be a gangster party. It's going to be fun. We're going to eat good. We're going to drink good. We're going to just enjoy. And
we going up.
I hope y'all ready for this album. It's going to be an amazing 20 tracks. Stop playing with it.
Yes.